A very good evening to everyone. So we are Group 1 of LAX2047 Poetic Society. So today we'll be starting our second group discussion. So my name is Goh Yung Shen. My matrix number is 197444. You guys can just call me Joshua. Dalia, what about you? Could you introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, it's nice to see you all again. So my name is Dalia Anwar. You can call me Dalia and my matrix number is 198409. And then Izzati.
Hello everyone, my name is Siti Norizati Mutahasan and my matric number is 197815.
Hello everyone, my name is Alvina Sinivasan with matrix number 206611 and I'm from Bachelor of Chemical Engineering.
Hi all, my name is Shamni Ramlu. My matrix number is 207823 and I'm also from Bachelor of Chemical Engineering.
Hello everyone, I'm Veronica Baskarasa with matrix number of 206485 and I'm doing Bachelor in Chemical Engineering.
All right, thank you so much everyone. So as per what we have discussed last week, so today it is Group 1's turn to recite our poem for this week, and it is themed Inequality. So I will pass the honors to Dalia to sort of give a short introduction of our poem.
Okay, thank you, Joshua. So for this week's poem theme, so seems like based on what we have discussed in our video before, we chose inequality as our theme. So inequality, it sure is a huge topic to talk about. So we narrowed it down to gender inequality. So in the following poem, you guys will see what we're trying to talk about. It's basically mostly focusing on gender inequality on women. I guess if everyone is clear about what we're going to recite, I think we can start with the first stanza, which is the introduction. I will pass it to Joshua to start off.
Right, thank you so much, Dalia. So we're gonna start reciting our poetry. Kind of nervous. All right. So so I'm just gonna start now. So this is our poem. I am wrapped in brightness. At the corner of my eye, far across the deep dark sky, I see my sisters. We are wrapped in brightness, while what surrounds us is darkness, ripping and nibbing our brilliance, but we stand strong with resilience.
Okay, thank you, Joshua. Work hard and reach for the stars, they say. Look at her shine as she paves her way. Top of the class of colleagues she manifests, but her digits on the paper differs, hence why she detests. Why are her numbers lower? Some may ask. Because she is just a woman, some may answer.
Okay, thank you Dalia. So now my turn. Education should be given to all girls, whether in urban or rural scenes. Girls are not less than boys. Education will take them away. Education should be given to all girls. It gives them respect and they live well. Girls are becoming bold and bright stars. This is due to education of girls. Right to education is for all, even for a girl. So, Joshua, conclusion.
Thank you. Across the sky, we let out a content sigh. As much as we cry against the injustice and unfairness, from education to wages, we stand strong to prove that we belong in this world full of song. Thank you very much. So that's our poem from me, Dalia, and Izzati. So yeah, so I think we can start our discussion now. So what do you guys, since Group 1 wrote the wrote the poem, so like we're kind of biased towards it. So like, what did you guys think? What does Veronica or Samini or Alvina think about the poem?
Okay, I'll give my opinion first. So the poem was impactful for me. First of all, I would like to comment regarding the choice of words used. When we look at the meaning, you guys organized every stanza in a perfect way. When we look at the structure, the poem starts from a general idea and the upcoming stanzas work towards specific topics, I guess. Daria talked about wage gap and Izati talked about education. So you guys delivered the different inequality issues in the stanzas. Instead of covering only one issue, you guys covered two issues. And in my opinion, stanza 2 regarding the gender wage gap was very easy to understand and quite interesting. Stanza 3 was more straightforward, but the message is still there. I can understand the message. Maybe for stanza 3, more strong, accurate, and interesting words could be used to make the poem better. Overall, it was good, and I believe that this poem is effective in addressing the issue that we chose, which is inequality. That's all from me. I'll pass to Alvina or Veronica.
So for me, the poem was amazing. It was really amazing. The structure of the poem, and then the words that you guys picked are all making sense, and it's not like everywhere. It's not messy at all. And then my favorite stanza is actually stanza number 2, where Dahlia, right? Dahlia, she says that top of her class colleagues she manifests, but her digits on the paper differs, hence why she defects. These are my two favorite lines. This depicts like, from my understanding, this depicts a female or a girl's marks on or grading on the exam, finals, or whatsoever. And then some may judge her, some may tell her it's, oh, she got that mark because she's a girl, she's a female. So yeah, that's my opinion. I'll pass it to Veronica.
Thank you, Alvina. And I agree with Alvina because my favorite lines are also from Dahlia's one is on the gender wage gap. The last two lines, why are her numbers lower? Because she's just a woman. So I feel that two lines just depicts the message straight away. Like we know that why inequality occurs among women is because they are labeled. This labeling of a gender makes them. It doesn't give a key for them to treat them unequally. So I really love that, and overall the poem was really good because the whole sequence was, I think, amazing. Like because it started from the intro and then it gives a picture on what are the issues going to be discussed in the poem, and the two issues was explained very well, and finally concluding also how we can handle this issue. So I really love the message you guys tried to deliver. So thank you guys. That's all from me.
Right, thank you so much. So actually, I would also like to give praise to some of my teammates. First of all, I would like to commend Dahlia because I believe that what she has written was really, really beautiful. I really liked how, like, as what Veronica, Samini, or Alvina has mentioned, that those two verses in your stanza really showed how, you know, with just a few lines, you've managed to convey the issue of gender wage gap. Also to Izati as well, when she was talking about how education has impacted the lives of women all around the world. I think she mentioned one line where it's like, girls are becoming bold and bright stars. I really like the metaphor that she used because like, you can really see that, you know, like stars are supposed to be bright. It's supposed to be like how do I say this? Like in a world full of darkness, through education, someone becomes something. Does that make sense? So I really, really appreciated that line from Izati. So I think all in all, I think Izati and Dahlia did a really good job. I think they've managed to convey whatever needs to be mentioned in the poem. So yeah, that's all from me. Maybe Dahlia or Izati would like to give like some insights or their opinions as to the behind the scenes of the poem, so to say.
Okay, thank you, Joshua, and also thank you to others for your comment on the poem. So I will first share about my understanding about the poem, and I'm really glad that you guys got the message. So basically, since we're focusing on gender inequality, we talk mostly about how women are not treated equally in basically many terms, but in this poem, we focus on the gender wage gap and also the education gap in women and men. Um, so my comment is that I think my teammates did a very good job in both reciting and writing the poem. Joshua's choice of words is, when you recite it, it sounds very nice because it's short and precise. And also Izati's stanza is also good because I feel like she really emphasizes on how education should be given equally. Okay, and about my stanza, I would like to maybe say that um, the mentioning of digits on the paper is what I refer to probably it's probably because when you imagine someone working in a company, for example, no matter how good good as she performs as others, like men, she may not receive the same amount of pay that she deserves. She might receive lesser. So that's what I'm trying to convey.
I think my teammate did a great job well in make a own poem. So basically I can see from the word choice from Dahlia's and Joshua's poem is very easy to understand. And the message from Joshua and Dahlia's poem, we can understand easily too. That's all I think from me.
Thank you so much to Dahlia and Izati. So now that we've actually managed to sort of like discuss the poem, I think we still have a few more minutes left, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think we have like 3 more minutes left. So I think to sort of like to wrap this discussion up, right? So what do you guys think is like the sort of like the moral of the story of this poem? Like what is something that you've gotten out from this poem that really shines with you or you really resonate with? So maybe I can start. So that what I've gotten out from this poem is that, I believe that, not even gender, like even things with like races or any other categories in our human beings, I think everyone deserves to be treated equally and without any discrimination of any sense. So I'm very glad that we focus on this gender inequality specifically, because like we've managed to convey like 2 main topics in gender inequality. So yeah, that's something that I'm really proud of for this poem. So maybe I will pass to Alvina. Like, what do you think is what is something that really resonated with you throughout this poem?
For me, it's all about women empowerment and also gender inequality. And I agree with Joshua also about racism and all of stuff. And then, so education should be given equally, should be given equally to both men and women. And then, and the society should also not look so down on women, because women can also do much things in life, same as men. Yeah, that's all.
Right, thank you so much, Alvina. What about Veronica? Could you give that a short conclusion to what you believe the poem
Yeah,
is
sure.
about?
The poem inspired me basically like to stand up for something that's because this poem shows awareness. Like we should know that there is inequality thing that's happening around us, and I believe that it's kind of like an awareness, like how we can stand up for it, even if we know that it's happening among our friends or among us in your surrounding. And another thing is that is to be aware or know that this thing is happening.
Right, thank you so much. Could I pass to Dahlia? Maybe you could give a short conclusion.
Okay, thank you, Joshua and others. So from what I can conclude from the theme and also the poem that we recited just now, I feel like no matter who you are, it doesn't matter if you're a man or you're a woman, everyone should be treated equally. No one should be treated lesser than the other. And I also agree on Joshua's this point just now. He said about it's not just about gender, it's much more. It's like racism, like no one deserves to live in a world where you are discriminated from others just because people assume you are bad by your race or your religion or your gender. So the message really gets to me, and I'm glad that we got to work together in a group and be able to come up with something that could really create awareness in our society about women. Okay. What
Thank you so much,
about
Dalia.
Shani? Thank you.
Yes, Samini?
I guess most of you guys already mentioned the points. For me, it was really impactful. Like, even at this 21st century, we are still facing these problems still nowadays. People still discriminate us for certain issues, and I'm really glad that our group took this topic, and the point stated by Dalia and Siti Izati was really great. They covered about education and also the wage gap, which is very essential to talk about. We have to voice out regarding these issues so that we can bring a change to the society. So I'm really glad that we talked about it, and I hope that it will really create a very good impact towards the readers as well.
All right, last but not least, Izati, could you give a short conclusion about this post?
Okay, just a short one. I think society doesn't need to be so judgmental because everyone did not like to be to have a gender inequality issues, right? So if it doesn't stop from ourselves, so what about others? Uh, do you understand? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, if not start from us, so
Yeah,
that's
like
all.
if we're not the one stopping it, then who's gonna start? Who's gonna stop it, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
Don't you
Yeah.
just others?
All right, thank you so much, everyone. So I think that concludes our second group discussion for LAX2047. So if I'm not mistaken, next week, group 2, which consists of Veronica, Samini, and Alvina, will be presenting the first issue, which is inequality. So I think all of us look forward to that. So without further ado, I think we can end for today, right? All right. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye. Have a good night.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
Thank you.
Take care.